What a fantastic evening, Oscar and friends. The party, or should I say the party? You know, for the .com and Facebookers and Twitters, it's party. Now, is it Twitter or Twitter? Somebody needs to make up their mind already. What is it? Twitter. Twitter. It's probably Twitter. Twitter with a twa. Just a little bit of English, you know. So it was colonized by the British. And so we say Twitter. You know, talking about British Airways and the British, I love England. I love the British. In the early or the late 80s, there was a big exodus. A lot of our young people left and went to England for Cheyo. Now, I was one of them that left in 1988, and I always tell my friends when I left to go to England, I thought I spoke English until I got to England and realized what I spoke was not English. What I was speaking is different. Many a times I was left at the train station waiting for the train that's going to Leicester Square. For those who've been here, yeah, exactly. I kept waiting, and every time the train would come, say, Leicester Square, I'm like, okay, that's not the one. And I'd keep waiting. And still come, Leicester Square, until somebody's like, where are you going? I said, I'm going to Leicester. He says, there's no such thing. That's the English for you. What do you mean Leicester? It's Leicester Square. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. Oh, your God. But as a quick learner, I learned very quickly that trains never left me again. But now, culture shock again is you get on the train. I'm coming from Uganda where we're very bubbly, lovely. We love people. We're very hospitable. Everyone knows that. The Kenyans know that. When they come here, they come to work for 2 years and they end up staying because we love them. I know. No, but this is what happened. I get up on a train and it's different. English people are not rude, but maybe they're conservative. You mind your own business. So you get on the train, everyone sits in the morning, they read their paper. They go to work and they're quiet. Nobody says hello. No. So I get on the train and I sit in between some white people. I'm tempted to say hi. I'm like, no, hold your horses. I want to say, how are you? No, hold your horses. Everyone is just mind your business. And while I'm sitting, the train is going. Another black dude gets in on the other end of the train. I'm like, I just nod, It's like, oh, it's another brother. And then another one to the other end. Now, these two were not from Uganda. They recognized each other and they started having a conversation. You can imagine what was happening to me in the middle. He's like, hey, Femi, when did you come back from Lagos? And the other dude is like, I went to Abuja, Now, the white people look at them, then they look at me. I'm like, no, not me, I'm from Uganda. You're pleading. And then the guys are holding a conversation. He's like, how's your mother? He's like, my mother dead. And then he's got the nerve to, he's like, the people that are looking like we're shouting or something. I'm like, nigga, you're shouting. That was culture shock. You come to England, everyone minds their own business. And then I would get they would hear my accent. It's like, so where you from? Like, I'm from Uganda. Oh, I've never heard of that. What do you mean? We have Lake Victoria in Uganda. Elizabeth. Well, no, I've never had. And I was so dying to revenge. So eventually I find myself in America. Now I'm exposed, I'm traveled. The accent has changed. I no longer say water, I say water. So I remember this one time I was in Hollywood. I was actually reading for a movie called Fighting Temptations. Don't hate. Appreciate. I was reading for a movie. Yes, I was going to be in that movie with Beyonce. Let me tell you something. Every time I see that movie, I know exactly the part that was going to go to me. You know the part in the barber shop with the OJs, the 4 guys, the 3 guys doing a cappella? That was moi. They just hated on me. But anyways, I'm in Hollywood, and we're on the movie set. No, not the movie set. You know, we're doing the auditions, and this young English lady comes and, oh yeah, I'm loving Hollywood. Is so beautiful. So I'm like, oh, excuse me. Where you from? She said, well, I'm from England. I'm like, never heard of that. She said, you bloody what? She couldn't believe it. I was like, no. What do you mean you never heard of England? I've never seen anyone that's never heard of England. I said, well, never heard of it. I can't believe you. I mean, she was turning red. I'm like, what's the big deal? I'd never heard of England. Oh, she's like, oh, I'm walking away from this. That was my experience with the culture shocks.